20-1 heading into Friday's game against Strikers. So what is really the key to having the success you guys have had overall?
Just keep doing what we're doing and continue to play the way that we play and come out with energy and just let our defense propel what we do. And from then, just get going and trust each other. That's a big part, trust each other, and then just do what we do.
When you take a look at kind of the last year, it's obviously been difficult during the pandemic, but you guys have been a source of pride and kind of a rallying point for this community. How have they supported you, and what have you guys felt in terms of support that's allowed you guys to be successful on the court?
Oh, yeah, we still get a pretty decent crowd, and then with My Sports Live, they video all of our games, and they get it out to the town and all area people that would love to watch. And just the way that they talk, like around the town, people are still congratulating you, telling you good job. So it's nice. The sense of pride in a small town is awesome.
X's and O's, what's really been working for you guys on the court this season? It seems like in the video that I've seen, they can't really just key on one person.
Yeah. So, I mean, get the ball inside, obviously, and then just work around that. So just get the ball to Jagger for the most part, and then they can't double team off him because we've got other people that can make shots. And so it makes it difficult on the defense to be able to guard all 5 players at once, which is always good.
For this team, you guys have been together for a while. I mean, this is a group, I imagine you guys grew up together.
Yeah.
And have been friends for
Yeah.
quite a long time.
Yeah.
How does that give you an advantage of maybe bigger schools or other schools that don't have that cohesion and that background and that? I imagine you guys have probably played together since first grade.
Yeah.
Second grade.
Yeah, it definitely helps. We've been playing together for a long time, since first, second, third grade up at the MAC. We've been playing for forever, so we know each other. We know what each other want, how to get each other the ball, what we're going to do. And it really helps when you get in big games and big-time scenarios.
That's kind of my next. I'll wait till that goes off. But last year, Columbus Grove was the only team that got you.
Yep.
What do you learn from that experience, and how does that fuel you guys, and maybe give you some things to think about going forward this year that improves you as a team and improves your chances?
Yeah, it was definitely tough, and we lost a few guys, but it was a huge motivator to us, and it gives us something to work towards too. And hopefully we can get back there and keep doing what we're doing.
I feel like we've been playing really good towards the end of the season, especially after we lost to Wayne Trace. I feel like we've been playing a lot better, and I'm really excited about the tournament, actually. I feel like some keys are keeping our rebounding. I think we've went down in our rebounding, but I feel like our offenses went up. So I think if we even those things out, I think we've done really good with moving the ball and making our shot opportunities.
It's Striker here at 7 o'clock Friday, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so what is going to be the focus leading up to that game, and what do you think the focus in practice this week is going to be to get you guys prepared for what you do on Friday?
We really got to be able to close out, contest shots, rebound the ball, limit them to one shot, take the opportunities that are given to us, and run with it and don't look back.
When you take a look at last year, you guys went 25-1. The only loss was to the Columbus Grove team deep into the postseason. So what did you guys learn from that experience, and how hungry does that make you guys to get back and take it a step or two further this year?
I think we really learned to take the opportunities that are given to us, because I feel like we all just thought that game went by really, really fast, and I feel like the whole season went by fast, and I think we took that for granted. I think we really need to play really hard every single game, because any game could be our last game, and we don't want to go out like we did last year, not feeling like we had our best game, not feeling like we shot the ball as well as we could. I feel like we just need to play at our best at high stages.
Over the last year with the pandemic, there hasn't been a lot of positives. People haven't been able to get out, but you guys have really been a high point, or something that people can come together with when it comes to the Antwerp community. Do you guys feel that support on the court, and if so, how does that help you guys to be a sense of pride and a sense of togetherness and a sense of community for the people in this area?
Yeah, I think that our community is still involved. We have multiple different things. You can watch it on YouTube, My Sports, stuff like that, and you really know when people are supporting you. When you see people at a grocery store, you see people out when you're getting lunch or something, and you hear them say, "Hey, we watch you guys on the weekend," and "Hey, you guys are doing really good. Keep it up. We'll keep watching you guys." And our community is always supporting us, and You can feel it every day. We get sold out crowds for as much as we can get anyway. And I mean, the energy's still in the gym. Our fans, our family's still here, and people continue to talk about it at school. It's on the announcements at school. It's always around, so everyone's still supporting me.
A final question: What would a state championship mean to this program, to this community, to this team? Because I imagine you guys have been together. I think Austin was saying, first grade, second grade, you guys have spent your whole lives together, our friends, and our brothers in arms to a certain degree.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. It'd take a special run, but I feel like, especially this program, something we didn't get to do last year, although we did lose, but I feel like it was something that we could have done last year. But yeah, it would be awesome if we could get a state championship this year. It'd mean a lot.
5-2 over the last 2 years. What is it about this group of guys and this team that allows you to have that kind of success leading up to a big game in front?
There's a couple of things, I think. The number one thing is that we just continue to work. I mean, we're about to get going here with practice, and I love these kids' work ethic every day, the mentality they bring. They love to prepare. And the second thing is they love being around each other, and that's really big when you talk about team athletics is, how are these guys even, on the floor, but how are they off the floor? And there's some special relationships there. There's special relationships with our coaches. It's just one of those things where, it's fun to be here every single day, and the kids understand that, and it's been pretty special.
When you take a look at the past year, there haven't been a lot of high points in communities or places where people can gather or get together or do that kind of thing. But this has been kind of a bastion, if you will, for the Antwerp community. So how have you felt that support, that love, and what is it like being kind of a light, if you will, for your community in a time that there aren't that many?
Yeah, that's just what it is. We feel like there's some outlets for some people just to get away and just watch some Archer basketball, And I know that there's a lot of fans that have commented and see us and say we wish we could be there in person, but we know they're watching us. We have some great venues for us for our fans to watch us on television and things to that nature via live streaming and things to that. But the big thing is you see those and you see having watched parties with families and things to that nature, and that's fun. We're hoping that it can bring a little bit of enjoyment of watching these kids play basketball, and during these times where they may not be able to get out, and hoping we'll bring some joy to the Archer community.
Basketball-wise, obviously you got Striker, right? On
Yes.
Friday at 7:00 here.
Mm-hmm.
Second round. What do you? We have different names for it in Indiana.
Sure.
What is this round called for you guys?
This will be the sectional finals.
Okay, this is the final.
Yep, it'll be the sectional finals.
And then you move to district?
And then we move on to districts, and district, semi-district finals, and then regionals, and then the state finals.
Okay, so sectional finals on Friday.
Yep.
When you take a look at basketball-wise, what have you guys done well, and what are you guys trying to implement this week to get you ready for a Striker team that, they won by 23 the other day?
Yeah, it's a fairly unique scenario, and it's basically the same team that we played in last year's sectional final, where they're a really guard-oriented team that can do some things, and some things that sometimes give us trouble. I think we need to be better at guarding the dribble and keeping dribble penetration. But the way that we kind of structured our schedule at the end of the year, where we picked up a few opponents that would help us defend some of those scenarios, I think we're getting better with that. But I think we're clicking offensively and doing some things well on the offensive end that can help us, and hopefully that can present some problems with our opponents. And when you have guys like Jagger Landers and Austin Liechty and some of our shooters that can provide some mismatches, I think hopefully that we can keep those things clicking on the offensive side.
How many seniors does this year's group have? Because you had 4 last year.
Yeah, we have 3 seniors this year: Austin Liechty, Dylan Hines, and Owen Sheedy.
Okay. So you have a lot of juniors there.
Yeah, the core of our group is juniors. It's a really, we have 8 juniors, and so it's a really fun group, and a group that's kind of been leaders since they got into the high school.
Who was the freshman I saw in the Woodland game? That dude busted out.
Landon Brewer. Yeah, Landon Brewer. He's come a long way, and we like what he provides for us.
For you guys, obviously. Last year it was Columbus Grove that got you guys. That was the regional final.
Regional semifinals.
Regional semifinals.
Yep.
But what did you guys learn from that? How hungry has this team become? Because, obviously to get close to what your ultimate goal is to win a state title, I imagine. It had to be a motivating factor when you guys finally got back at it.
Yeah, I think the big thing is that we can take from last year is that we feel that we belong there. Maybe there was some uncertainty and some things that uncharted territories of being in the regional for the first time since the early '90s. Like, okay, are we supposed to be here or not? But I think we took from that game that we belong here, and I think that's kind of made these guys a little bit more hungry each time we go out, and just having that understanding that we can compete with elite talent, and because I think we feel that we have some elite talent ourselves, and they've kind of played with a little bit of chip on their shoulder each time we went out.
Final question, correct me if I'm wrong, but Antwerp boys basketball, there isn't a state championship in program history.
That's correct. Nope. We only have two state championships in our school history in volleyball and softball.
Okay. So what would it mean to be the team that brings it? I know I don't want to put the cart before the horse,
sure.
But with the tournament started, and I imagine that's the ultimate goal. Last poll I saw, you guys were ranked number 1 and 4 in Division 4. So.
I mean, that would be the ultimate thing for our community and our school, just because, we do have a rich basketball tradition here. We really do, and, going all the way back from players and teams and, from our coaching staff, the guys that we have on our coaching staff. And, so we know being Antwerp grads. And, I think that would be the cherry on the top for sure. But, our guys know how hard it is. We know just how difficult it is, but I think that they really want to try to take a swing at this thing and see where we can go.
So you're an Antwerp grad?
Correct. Yep.
How long have you been the head coach here?
This is my 5th year here.
This is your 5th. What year did you graduate from?
1998.
Okay, that's when I graduated.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So you're 41 years old.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
All right. That's pretty much it. Anything else that you'd like to add? Sectional championship game Friday.
I don't think so. We appreciate you guys coming down and having a chat with us. So
Good deal. Well, we'll have it on tonight.